I was going around trying to interview essentially everybody that I could that I felt interested in. I mean, I saw a few players. I saw Bobby Witt Jr. I saw Mason Miller. I saw Taylor Rogers and his brother Trevor. Even though Trevor, I think, was just there in support. Saw Schwartz. Didn't see Judge, but I didn't go to the press conference either. I missed that to be on the field. And I saw, a whole lot of those folks. But Bryce Harper, as he did have that crazy inning where he hit that home run and knocked it out the park so fast, and he even had the ability, had the wherewithal to not only hit the home run, but to pimp it in a manner that made it so that he actually showed the U.S. had a little bit of swag as well. So y'all owe Bryce Harper a little bit more respect, Mr. Dombrowski. This dude is elite. He is the only one that hit multiple hits in this game, and one of them saved them. Otherwise, it would have been a very, very, very sad show because they would have been shut without a Bryce Harper home run right there. And the passion is love. So when I approached him and was like, hey, man, can I ask you a couple questions right quick? And he was like what? I was like, I just wanted to know. I wanted to walk through your at bat and how you knew to swing and what were you reading when you were up against the pitcher in the eighth inning that led you to get the ball hit out the park. And he looked at me and he said, "Can we just take a picture?" And I was like, sure, man, let's just take a picture. And I'm gonna keep it real. I didn't want a picture. But I was like, well, we're here now. And we took a picture. And he put the game face on. He smiled. It looks authentic. Everything's cool. But that's why I ain't smiling, because I'm like, man, ain't nobody want to take no picture, bro. I want to interview. But I ain't mad though, because you got to think about it, man. Who wants to be the dude on the side of the losing team who's sitting there bragging or even talking about his swing when his team is low-key kind of in mourning? So I don't think this was a slight at me. Bryce gave me real cool vibes. There was a lot of people walking up to him, and he was taking a lot of pictures. And he was smiling and being cool with everybody. He didn't have to do that, and he didn't have to take a picture with me either. But he at least was like, "Nah, man, let me just take a picture." And I was like, "All right, fine, that's cool." I did want actually an interview, but I will settle for a picture. But in addition to this, man, he said that, but a lot of other folks said a lot of other cool things as well on the way out. All right, when I was sitting there at the WBC, we got a chance to see not just that they won, but a couple folks said some really cool things, including none other than Dusty Baker. Oops, excuse me. Whoops, Dusty Baker, who said, "I genuinely love watching the World Baseball Classic," even though he was actually in it. He's a coach for a manager for the Nicaraguan team, and he speaks a little Spanish too. He can speak in Spanish. So I talked with him in Spanish earlier, actually later last year at the winter meetings, and we hablar en español para un momento, pero solamente para un momento, porque no sabemos todas las palabras. And he was like, "Yeah, I could talk it a little bit." But yeah, he said, "Listen, man, this year has been a tremendous success, and I believe the WBC has done the job it needed to do of growing the game. And guess what has to happen for you to grow the game? The same team can't win over and over. So it's a good thing that the U.S. gave somebody else the opportunity to get a win, because that's going to make more Venezuelan kids like the game, and it's going to make more folks in that nation want to come up and do even bigger and better things." In addition to that, as I already previewed, CC Sabathia also said, shout out to Venezuela, earned that from the jump, putting on a clinic most of the game. And then an immediate response after 2-2, USA just couldn't get the bats going. Incredible WBC from the start. Could not agree with you more, my friend CC Sabathia. Y'all know that's my boy, right?